Zachariah Jackson from the church of what's happening now. Town Talk Public. You know? So many people talk to talk. There's been many conversations, many strategies, and I'm sure on the network you've seen many talk shows that talk about rebuilding the community. Let's do this for the community. Let's march in the community. The thing is, sometimes we come to the march and they're not there. Or it's too cold. Or there's many other things, many other excuses that they come. But I'm here tonight with two brothers that, in truth, stand behind the word. I'm going to take the liberty to introduce Minister Lyman, Nation of Islam, Mosque number 80, and of course Steve Hatcher from Plainfield branch, Chairman Steve Hatcher from Plainfield branch of POP. Yes, sir. I'm happy to be here tonight.
Right.
To talk. We, you know, it's only strategy. We have to continue to work. A lot of people get tired. But do you get tired of seeing your young being buried? Do you get tired of seeing your people that look like you? Even though we all have a sermon to lift the family up to heaven, to bring you out of that depression that you could be in once you lose a young person. But the truth of the matter is, from a human perspective, because we're not God, we don't want to lose it. We believe it's too young. We believe that it would be almost a little bit better if it was a light, actual gunfight.
Right. Oh,
you know, I had the liberty of talking to a few working brothers a few months ago, and we were talking about guns, and I said, no, you don't need one gun. I said, you know, for some reason, we don't know what to do with the gun. We had people that shoot themselves in the foot with the gun. Yeah, right. We've had people, you know, lion chasing down the street, but they shoot each other. I don't understand. Big, ferocious lion or whatever, tiger. But we don't seem to know. And I said, you know, maybe we need to go to school to understand what weaponry is about. I said, I told one man, I said, the kind of gun you would probably need is the kind that they had back in the Revolutionary War with the plunger. Because while you're plunging, you think about what you're going to do.
Right.
We're just triggered.
Right.
What can we do to change this? I want to go back to a special day in history. I know a lot of reporters shy away from this day, but it's almost like one of my birthdays, October 16th, 1995. 1995. As we on our way to Washington to witness this great million-man march. You see, and the accolades, the love, everything that came along with that. You know, I was totally, after the march, I was crazy. I didn't know which way to walk. I had two brothers to show me where I parked my car, and I was gone. My mind was total peace. Brother Lyman, we're getting ready for the Million Man March anniversary, 16th anniversary.
16th anniversary. It's 20 years.
20 years. Where will that be held?
Well, this year we're going to be having it right around the corner, so to speak. We're going to have it at Philadelphia, at the convention center.
Okay.
And that's going to be on October the 9th.
October the 9th. Okay. And there's going to be other things done before that, leading up to the actual day.
Yes, sir. On the 7th, we'll be having Jumu'ah prayer.
Okay.
And vending will be held that Saturday as well.
This is going to be like a festive whole week.
Yes, it's going to be like a mini Savior Day in that same spirit.
And who will be the keynote speaker that day?
The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
All right.
And is there a cover charge?
Yes, sir. Cover charge is $20. And actually, we will be selling tickets up for $20 to get in, and also $25 to take the bus. So you pay a total of $45. You don't have to drive. You don't have to worry about parking spaces. All you have to do is get on the bus. We're going to leave, the bus will be leaving right here at 407 Watchung Avenue, Plainfield, and that's on October the 9th.
It's strange you say get on the bus because there was in 1995 there was a movie. Spike Lee put out a movie, Get on the Bus. I would see it. It was a great movie, but they didn't show the keynote speaker. I kind of thought that was a script. Because I love everybody else, but I definitely went to see the speaker. What can we do, Steve? You're the chairman of Plainfield POD. What kind of support should we offer?
We should offer the most support as possible. Even if we can't go, we should try to support as far as paying for another person that might be able to go. Because all of us have our work schedules might be different, so even if we can't go, try to pay and support someone else that might be able to go but may not be able to afford it.
That's a good thing. Too many times, in the movement, we're selfish. If we can't go, shut the whole thing down. I think that we've learned from the past that we can't shut it down. But my son may not want to carry the ball. Maybe yours will. I have to support yours because the bigger goal is everybody.
It's everybody.
Too many times that we shut down. What do you think, Brother Ronnie, that the minister will be talking about that day?
Well, the theme will be reconciliation and atonement. And in this hour, that's the most, I think, valuable thing that we can have. Because there's a lot of black on black shootings, and you have a lot of young people that did not have the benefit to be at the Million Man March.
Sure.
See what grew from the Million Man March. They will have an opportunity today to hear from Minister Louis Farrakhan that will give them a message that probably will change their heart.
And I think that's a good thing because reconciliation, we always do something. Everybody does something. Atonement, we have to always atone. And as we had a conversation earlier, and we just throwing this out because this is a very great time for economics. There's a lot of houses in communities that's just left there. And I often wonder why some of us that's in business, big businessmen, brothers, businessmen, or sisters, if we get 2 or 3 houses on the block, we can change the community. And we have to start looking in terms of change instead of in terms of moving in to a community. Because a lot of times when we move into something that we have not actively worked up for the change, we lose it, as we've seen so many times. So, is there anything else that you would like to ask this time?
I just want us to really try to work hard to get our families, our loved ones, and especially the youth out. Because myself and those that's sitting at the table with me today, we were at the Million Man March. We were not at the Million Man March. We were looking at it from television, and we were inspired. And we can really say for sure that anybody that goes to this anniversary of the Million Man March will be inspired by the Honorable Minister of Fact. As a matter of fact, Brother Steve was telling us a story earlier about how he was inspired.
I really was. I remember in 1995, I was at home. I stayed home during the march. I wanted to go, but I didn't. My sister, my older sister, she had the AIDS virus. So I stayed home with her. And we were sitting there watching it on television because I didn't know how much longer I might have her with me. So I stayed home with her. But we both watched it on television. And we were both inspired so much by the message of the Honorable Louis Farrakhan that I can remember the next day I heard on the open line, I think it was, or the week after I heard on the open line, James Mtume saying, for those of you that made it out there, good, now do something about it. And for those of you that were not able to be there, do something. I mean, you got to get involved, even join an organization that's about fighting for justice. And it's just like as clear as day because of what I had felt from that movement, from that struggle. That's what made me hear about a message later on that program. They had People's Organization for Progress was calling out people to come to an event that they were having to try to fight against police brutality. And when I heard that, I thought, okay, now I found it. And I found my way down to Newark. I had to take the bus down there. And in the middle of the night, I didn't know where I was going, but I found my way. And I got down there and I met Larry Ham. And that was my beginning as being a community activist.
I used to see you, Steve, when you used to have shades.
Yeah.
See, standing there with shades.
Yeah. Those are my glasses. When they're in the light, they would get darker.
Oh, okay.
At nighttime, they would be, in the daytime, they become clear.
Right.
But that's just how it was, man. I heard the minister Louis Farrakhan, his message, his powerful message, that touched me so much that's why I would never be doing this work right what I'm doing today if it wasn't for Color Net. Now we sit here and just lead marches and demonstrations and protests. I was never like that before. I was the quiet guy. I was the one that was a little shy, that would always keep to myself. But when I heard that message that he said that we got to fight for one another, this is something we got to do for each other. Because you could be here for over 500 years. And in 500 years, if we have learned nothing, we've learned that nobody else is going to do anything for us but us.
That's right.
So that one.
We have to take the helm.
Yes.
And the drum major of freedom is in fighting this fight.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, I enjoy it. People get mad at me because I like it so much.
Yeah.
You know? they don't like the idea because I like it so much. They go, well, why is he like that? Well, I like it because I like not so much the battle, but the victory that comes. I don't want to see bloodshed so we can have whatever, but civil rights in a way is always right.
Yes.
Because, we're all religious. And in religion, we have certain biases. The Muslims, they do this. The Christians, they do this. So in our mind, we do this more than they do that. Like little kids, we play little games because we're human. We're human. But when it comes to civil rights, it's right. If your eyes are blue, you can't discriminate against you. You got a bald head, we can't discriminate. You wear glasses, you can't. You wear in a wheelchair, we can't discriminate because it's civil rights. A lot of people get civil rights mixed up with it's just a black thing. Civil rights is everybody. It's just that our rights were so wrong that it became, we became the face of civil rights, and that's okay. And sometimes because that we became the face of civil rights, we're the ones that will stand up when others will turn their head. So you have a responsibility.
Right. And that's the other thing that you learn. We all have a responsibility, period, because there's so many that come behind us.
Yes.
And there's so many that came before us and they passed on the torch. But a lot of us don't want to take on that torch, don't want to take the torch and carry it on.
Yes.
So we got to take that torch and be able to carry on the fight.
That's right. When people see that you got energy and you continue to fight, when President Barack Obama being the first African American to be elected president, that morning, I thought I was the president. You know how many calls I got from each state? I got calls from every state. I thought, what part of the union are you in? I'm in Wyoming, man. I just want to tell you that you were right. He's in office, and people were just reaching out, showing their love because they know that that's how you feel. That you feel something, that you're giving them something. From the Million Man March, I know a lot of people did not go because of economics. A lot of people didn't go because they was afraid. But that didn't stop them from videotaping. I got videotapes now I haven't even looked at. I got a tape, I take this for you. You understand me? Because some people, the courage area, they have not evolved. And my mother used to say that the strong must bear the infirmities of the weak. So, Brother Minister from Nation of Islam, can you give a number that the people can reach you at?
Yes, sir. For those that's interested in getting a bus ticket or a ticket to get in the venue, you can dial the number 908-368-3316. Once again, that number is 908